Blessings and welcome. If you are watching this video right now, I believe that is by God's divine appointment. It means that you could be experiencing a spiritual awakening right now. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different signs that you could be experiencing a spiritual awakening. And these are signs that you should not ignore. Why? Because if you are experiencing a spiritual awakening, that means your life is about to change in the best possible way, that every area of your life is about to improve. And you can't ignore it. You can't ignore the signs. You got to lean into where God is leading you, and where he leads you, there's going to be some great changes in your life. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 4 signs that you might be experiencing a spiritual awakening, and please do not ignore it. So here are the signs to look for. Number 1, you no longer feel comfortable with what once felt normal to you. So that means feeling some discomfort around certain people, certain places that you used to be in, certain conversations, certain habits and things that you were doing, certain things that used to entertain you are not entertaining you anymore. And as you deal with these people, places, conversations, and habits, and the things that used to entertain you, it's suddenly starting to feel like it's draining you, or it just feels meaningless, like it's not having any impact in your life. And you're beginning to recognize that it no longer aligns with who you're becoming. So that's the number 1 sign, that you're not feeling comfortable with the things that you used to feel comfortable with. So there's a shift happening in your soul. There's a shift happening in your spirit, and you should not ignore it. So that's number 1. You're no longer feeling comfortable with what used to feel normal. Number 2, your intuition is becoming stronger. So you're beginning to trust your gut more, your gut feelings more, and you're beginning also to experience red flags quicker. So the things that you couldn't see before, you're now beginning to see, and your eyes are beginning to open, right? That's part of the spiritual awakening. And you can more quickly sense when something isn't right. These are great signs. That's a good sign, and it's a sign of a spiritual awakening. And now you're beginning to feel more guided toward certain people, certain opportunities, and also certain decisions. So you're naturally feeling pulled, and you're gravitating to it, and it feels right. And once you get to it, you know it's right. So as your intuition becomes stronger, that's also a sign of spiritual awakening. So don't ignore your gut feelings. Don't ignore your intuition. Those are signs. That's part of the signs of a spiritual awakening. Number 3, you crave more peace than attention. So the drama, the arguments, constantly trying to, prove yourself to other people, it's now becoming exhausting. Instead, you're protecting your peace more. You're choosing solitude. You're beginning to reflect more on things, and you're focusing more on meaningful connections. So if you're moving toward peace and away from drama, if you no longer feel like you need to prove anything to anybody, oh yes, that is a sign of spiritual awakening, and do not ignore it. That means that God is pulling you closer. That means that God is going to be giving you more information and better ways to live your life, and you're going to be pulled toward the good things in life. So if you're craving peace over attention and over the drama and over things that, used to excite you, that's part of a spiritual awakening. And number 4, you're beginning to question your purpose. You're beginning to ask deeper questions like, why am I here? What am I doing? What's my purpose? And as you go through things, even the bad things, even the good things, you're questioning, why am I experiencing this? Why did I go through that? Why did I get challenged there? So you're realizing that life is more than just getting through each day, that you're feeling like there's more of a meaning to life, and that you're not just going through things just to go through the motions, that there's more to your existence here. And you're feeling like there's more purpose to your life, and that there's something that you should be doing. And if you're not clear on what your purpose is, definitely pray and ask God to give you the clarity. But you're definitely feeling like, I have a purpose here. There's something I should be doing. Or you're feeling pulled more into the purpose, and maybe your purpose is apparent, but you're leaning more into it now. So if you're questioning your purpose and you feel like you're leaning more into your purpose, if you know what it is, then that's also a sign of a spiritual awakening. So I want you to know that if you're experiencing any of these signs, that it's a good thing, and that God has more for you, and that things are about to really look up for you in your life. And although you're experiencing these things, it also means that it's not going to be 100% comfortable, because a spiritual awakening is not comfortable. You're going to have to leave certain people behind, leave things behind. Sometimes you're going to have to do a full 180 in your life. And it always doesn't feel comfortable, right? And you're going to have to sometimes, through this spiritual awakening, make very difficult decisions, right? And choices in your life. But it can be a very powerful period of growth for you. And sometimes losing interest in the old things is basically what it's doing for you, is going to make room for the new version of you. So it's kind of like shedding off the old skin and embracing the newness and the new skin and then the new parts of you. And that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. So that means if you are experiencing a spiritual awakening, that means that there has been some growth in your life, or God wants you to grow, and it's time for you to move on and to level up. And at that next level, there's going to be some blessings. At that next level, you're going to experience more closeness to God. At that next level, there's going to be some improvements in your life. And I'm just encouraging you to lean into that, whatever it is. So yes, a spiritual awakening is a good thing. And it's important for us to notice the signs, so we know that, hey, I'm about to level up in life. So yes, number one, to review, you're no longer comfortable with once felt normal, and you're experiencing a greater intuition. Your intuition is more acute. You crave more peace in your life, and you're beginning to question your purpose. So these are all very important things for you to watch out for. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I wish you all the best as you seek new ground and look for new ways to improve yourself and improve your life. And just know that, God has some great and amazing things for you. Take care. God bless. And I will see you in the next video.